What I want to explain to you today is Porter's value chain analysis. Now, Porter's value chain analysis is divided up into primary activities and service or support activities. Those primary activities are the ones that truly add value. If you were looking at it from a project management standpoint, they're the ones that are the value added activities. So you've got inbound logistics that bring the raw material or products or parts into your business. You have operations then that manage the end-to-end building of your actual products. Then you, of course, you have your outbound logistics that ship that off to your customers. Now, marketing and sales then gets involved in the respect that they are going to market your products, and they're going to be the sales force that actually gets your customers to purchase those end products. Then you have service, which is the customer support after the sale and before the sale to answer questions potentially. They're the people that make sure that the wheels stay on the bus, so to speak, and you don't get tons of returns because customers aren't comfortable with your product. So these are the primary value-added activities. The next thing is that every business has to support all those value-added activities. So you have to have your infrastructure, that basically the structure of your departments, the management and the management trees, who reports to who, and then you have the systems, those bits of technology that you have to have on the desktop in order to manage your business, like an accounting system and an HR system, all those computing systems that actually run your business. Your human resources department makes sure that you've got talented people coming in the front door that you can work with to build your business with. That experience that hopefully you get from them, they bring from other companies, and the experiences that they have so that they can add to the knowledge base within your company. Then, of course, you've got technology. You've got that MIS group of people that give the requirements to your IT people who build the systems, and back and forth it goes while the business evolves and changes. These MIS people continue to help the IT department know what changes and what evolution needs to happen with the IT systems that run the business. Then, of course, you have to have procurement, because you have to have raw materials, or you have to have parts for your particular product. You also have to have pens and pencils and paper and computing devices and all the things that you have to procure and purchase in order to keep the business running. So you've got equipment and supplies as well. So these are the support value activities. And if we take and combine them onto a chart here, you see the support value activities going across the top. You see the primary value activities built across the bottom. Now, all of these have a percent of what you would generally spend on those particular items, so that by the time you put those two together and end up with value at the other end, you have some left on the table in order to put that into profits that you can then continue to invest and run the business. Notice under technology development, it has R&D, or research and development. There always has to be some extra development going on to continue to promote your business, improve your products, improve your services, and move that business forward. So you always have to have some left over after you've added all this value. You add value for the customer who's willing to pay for the value that you add to the pieces and parts in order to give them their product. Well, some of that value add has to be brought back into the business to then pay to increase the value of those products in a never-ending cycle. If you then take and overlay this value chain with Porter's 5 forces, remember that in all of this, you have suppliers trying to increase how much they're getting for their products. You have buyer power over here, customers willing to change to another vendor at a moment's notice if they happen to be cheaper or perceived as better, or any one of a number of things. It could be just a lack of good public relations, or you get a public relations black eye from something. You've got that buyer power constantly pushing to try to keep your product price down. You also have threats of substitute products or services. If your product isn't under patent any longer, you could have other people duplicating your product and taking part of your market share. And then, of course, you've always have other competitors that might decide to enter the market and promote their product and take away some of your market share. So you've got all of these pressures in and around the value chain and what you're trying to accomplish by taking your products and services, adding value, and selling them to your customer. All of these forces combine to make you keep your tools sharpened and keep your product as good as you can possibly get, so that you can get the maximum price that is available in the marketplace. If you like what you've seen here, hit that like button and please subscribe so that we can keep growing the channel and give you better content. Thanks.